Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because I have been working on something for the past few weeks, and it's a new series because, as you all can tell, I love talking to people and I love talking about football. So I decided to create this new series, and it's a content creator series. And what you're going to see for the next few weeks is me talking to different content creators that create content on the teams that I watch. So, as you can imagine, because of the yellow, because of everything you see, my first week is going to be Steelers week. And so I am going to have three amazing Steelers content creators that I actually consume content from that are completely different content creators for different reasons. And you can see them throughout the week. And then also this week, I will have my fan series ending video with my 30-second fan for my fan series. So you will see that this week. And then at the end of the week, I will give my Steelers season prediction. And then at the very, 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 very end of the week, you will see how I feel like the team is going to be successful this year, what it's going to take, what it's going to look like. I will be honest, those last two videos, I'm not sure which one I'll play first, but this week is all about the Steelers. It is all about my Pittsburgh Steelers. It is all about content creators, and it is all about all the reasons why we're going to go to the Super Bowl and win. So that is what you're going to get this week. I will go ahead and say now, as we move forward, you will see other content creators from the other teams that I support. So yes, that means you will see the University of Texas content creators. Hook 'em. And you will also see the Colorado Buffaloes content creators. And so I will have three creators from each team that I will release every week leading us up to the season, which it's so crazy to say that. Like, we're almost here. And then at the end of the week, just like my Steelers week, you will hear my keys to success or things that I think my teams have to do in order to win this year. And so this is going to be the next 3 weeks, the content you will see. And so just sit back and enjoy it. And also, any content creators that you see, whether they are content creators on YouTube or content creators somewhere else, make sure that you go subscribe to them. Make sure that you're following them because I picked them for a reason. And everyone was picked for a reason. Yes, there are so many content creators to choose from in all the different spaces I enjoy, but I was very specific on where I picked and how I picked people. I think it's kind of cool that I'm doing something different and with content creators and trying to bring people together because it's super important to me that big media is big media. They are what they are. It is what it is, which is fine. But a lot of us don't consume content in that way. A lot of us now consume content through people that we either connect with on YouTube or that we connect with on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or like another source. And so I thought it would be cool to do a series with the teams that I watch and the teams that I support when it comes to football so that you can just see the different content creators that I'm talking to and that I'm interacting with. And like I said before, I've worked very hard to keep this a secret over the past month or so. It's been like less than a month. So as you see these roll out, each person that you're going to talk to, if you know who I'm talking to, that means they could not keep a secret. But if you don't know who I'm talking to, that means that content creator was able to keep a secret, did this for me on the side, and knew that it was going to come out eventually. And so if you kept the secret, if you knew what I was up to and you said nothing, I appreciate you. I respect you. Thank you so much. And I always also say, if you were somebody that was like, nah, I don't want to do it, or you didn't get back to me or whatever, that's cool too. I appreciate any type of motivation I can get from the people that I know or from people that I don't know that are just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Because usually when that happens, the people that didn't participate, that told me no, usually always circle back around and they're like, oh, I probably should have done it. That was kind of cool. So anyways, if that is you, thank you for telling me no. I appreciate the no. I appreciate you not getting back to me. It impacted me very positively. So thank you for that. So one of the things I mentioned is I decided who I was going to talk to for this content creator series for specific reasons. And so I wanted to give a little bit more context and backdrop as to why I picked who I picked, how I picked who I picked, and things like that. So the first content creator you're going to see this week, I'm still not going to mention any names, but the first content creator you're going to see this week is somebody that I just like their perspective on things. I like when people tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, that tell you a little bit of everything. And so the first content creator I was able to find was somebody that I felt like did a really good job of covering everything and being super super well-rounded, and not being from here, you'll see what I'm talking about when you see the video. It's super cool just to hear all other people that are outside of my normal space talk about football. And that will make a lot more sense once the video starts. And the person that you will hear from on Tuesday is somebody that's pretty connected to a lot of things Steelers. Obviously, I won't tell you what that really means, but one of the reasons why I wanted to have him on is because I feel like he provides a very unique perspective because of his job. And sometimes I think, depending on our positionality in things, I think we see different things, we value different things, we recognize different things. And so it was super cool just to talk to him and to get his perspective on things. So that's why I picked him. And then the third person that I picked is somebody that I've just watched record things, and I watched how they talked about the team. Again, very objective, very direct, and I appreciate his approach to how he even evaluates things and how he details different things. The funny thing about him is after we recorded, we were able to talk, and I was spot on in my assessment of who I thought he was and why I liked the way he talked about things. And so I don't know if you'll get to know all the ins and outs and the details of what I mean when I say this, but I think that the people that I've picked are kind of three different types of people, in my opinion, of how they covered the Steelers and where they covered the Steelers. But what they're bringing is all three different things in my perspective. And so that's why I subscribe to them. That's why I follow them. That's why I want to hear what they have to say, because I think that is how you get the best information, is to get different information from different sources and to really kind of piece together what that looks like for you. I believe on every single episode I say this. These episodes were recorded in July. And so the episodes that you're going to hear were before training camp, or before things were happening. And the reason why I'm saying that is because as of me recording this, training camp has started. Justin Fields has been the guy so far in training camp. So a lot of moving parts have happened as I'm recording this. We haven't made any big trades. So just for some context, all of these were recorded in July. I say that in the episode, but I'm going to say it again because sometimes people watch these and they're like, why didn't you talk about this? Why didn't you talk about this? There's a lot of information that we didn't have in July when these were recorded that is now kind of coming out and playing to action. So just remember, anything that's pre-recorded usually is going to come out a little bit slower. And so therefore it gives you a little bit of an idea of why certain things weren't talked about and why other things were talked about. I will say though, my 32 fan series episode will have happened after training camp has started. So we might have a little bit more details in there than we will in the content creator series, but this is about content creation, how they create content, how they're different in creating content, why I like their content, and just giving you a higher level overview. So if you are a Steelers fan or a football fan, and you're just curious to understand more about how other people are talking about content that maybe wouldn't come across your feed, this is just a great way to connect people and say, hey, I listened to this. This might be cool for you to listen to. And so that is why I did this. And so I hope you enjoy the three different people, the three diverse things. I am so excited that I am doing this Steelers thing this week and on it for quite some time. Not a lot of people know about it. So I'm excited that it's here. I'm excited that the Steelers get the first go at this. And I'm super excited that football is back. Like, who is not excited that football is back? And so I know in the NFL series that I did with the 32 different fans, I showed a preview. And so you can kind of see the people that I was going to talk to. I decided not to do this time. And so I decided just to pick who I wanted to release first and then let it roll and let the week go and then let it be what it's going to be. I often get asked this question. You will hear me on my Steelers videos saying, "Here we go. Here we go." I say it all the time. In one video, I don't know if I posted, I was actually singing. I was like, "Here we go, Steelers. Here we go." That is the Steelers chant. And so just like Texas has hook 'em and we throw up our horns, and that's our thing, is the same way the Steelers Nation says, here we go. There's a chant. It's like what we do, waving our towels. Like, that's just a part of being a fan. So anytime you hear me saying, here we go, and you're not a Steelers fan, just know it's similar to a Texas saying hook 'em or a Texas fan saying Texas fight. It's just like what you say when you're a fan. And so for me, that is why you hear me say those things. So if you hear me singing, here we go, Steelers, here we go, it is because that is what I normally do. And that's normally what I hear in my brain. And there are songs, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, like there's so many things and so many different dynamics. So that is why whenever I make a Steelers video, I always say, here we go. It is just like me saying hook 'em when it comes to Texas. So just to give you a little bit more context. So for those of you that are wondering, there is your answer. Thank you to everybody that was willing to talk to me. Thank you for everybody that took this serious. Thank you to those of you that were super excited to do this and we're just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's see how this goes. So I just appreciate anybody that ever takes the time to want to talk to me. Also, give me really good content on the teams that I support, because by now we all know I'm a football woman at heart. So the more I can talk football, the more I can understand what's going on, the more I can get somebody else's perspective. I am all ears because I think it's amazing. I do want to say that if something happens in politics and if we manage to get our VP pick, I might have a political video that I want to put out, but it won't be anything too crazy. So I'm just throwing that in there, that it's okay for me if I mix a little bit of politics with a little bit of football, but 100% almost everything you see this week is going to be Steelers football all the way. This is Steeler Nation week and I am here for it. And also, before I end this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn your notifications on. Similar to how I've been releasing content lately, I feel like I've released every day at this point, which is kind of crazy, but I will release the same time every day. So as soon as these videos drop, you will be able to see them. And as any Steelers fan would say, that ends something that is Steelers week. Here we go.